To my boys, Lawrence, Philip, and Eli. From the moment you were born, I have molded you in my image. Now I'm gone, and you must carry out my legacy. I've shown you how to be a seligman, how to be strong, how to be men. Sitting around is for losers. I want you to compete. For $100,000. This is my tribute. Once and for all, one of you will be crowned the best boy. Ready!
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Ultrasonic Film. As always, I'm your host, James, talking about movies, and more movies. I have a very special guest on the show right now, Caroline Daverna. Caroline, welcome to Ultrasonic Film.
Thank you very much.
It's great to have you here. We're talking about your new film, Best Boy, but I do have a few questions for you because you've had quite a large career and I've been watching you for years. One of your earliest films is actually one of my favorite Canadian films of all time, and that is the film Lost and Delirious. I was curious what you remember about being on the set of this very well-directed, very passionate film.
I had a very small part in this film, but I was there quite a bit because I was one of the students, and so we were part of many of the scenes with the main three girls, and I just remember, getting to know girls my age and hanging around and having fun, and the director was fantastic, of course. She's so lovely. And it's been so long though, but I didn't have a large partition, so it's not there that I got my acting chops, to get them going. But it was a good time. It was, I was young and I was just hanging out with lovely people.
So perfect, you wouldn't believe it. He's like a sculptor.
Roger? Well, Roger's no sculptor. More like kind of like a plumber.
Mine finishes as soon as he's inside, the second.
That's what you get for making with a 16-year-old.
Jake? Oh, man. Jake could go all night. He's a total man.
One of my favorite films to watch, particularly on Veterans Day, is Passchendaele. And with Passchendaele, I find that every time I see it, I enjoy the film more and more. Do you feel that film's kind of becoming a Canadian classic over time? I realized it was popular when it came out, but honestly, are people mentioning it to you more? Is it something that's just more highly regarded? Because I really enjoy watching it every time I see it more and more.
Well, to answer your first question, I do hope it will become a Canadian classic for sure. I mean, I know Paul worked so hard to get the money to make this film for many, many years, and he finally did. It's such a beautiful story. It's such an important story to tell, to talk about the troops in that first war that were they didn't have much equipment to get out there and go fight, and we see it very well in the movie.
It was a time of innocence.
Do you think maybe I could accompany you to a dance?
I don't dance with soldiers.
I could lose the uniform.
I don't dance with naked soldiers.
A time of love.
In a heartbeat, I could fall so hard.
A time of war.
Civilization hangs in the balance.
Our immediate concern is recruitment.
I ask you to look at the men who stand amongst you.
A soldier in the modern battlefield is beset with many challenges.
I don't want to leave. It's not accurate. I don't want to leave you.
And, to continue to reflect upon the consequences in everyone's lives of the wars, of the men back then, but also the women who were, fighting too in their own way. And do people come and talk to me about it? In Quebec, not as much, but in the rest of Canada, yes. I haven't been shooting much in Toronto lately. I did Mary Kills and then Hannibal and other movies there, but I haven't been there as much in the last couple of years. So maybe you are in a better position to feel this than me. Yeah.
This party we call Passchendaele started 3 months ago. The job of breaking out falls to the only outfit in this entire circus that seems capable of getting anything done, and that's us, the Canadian Corps.
We don't give ground, we don't lose an objective, and we don't give up a single gun.
All right, this is it, boys!
There's only one rule. Don't die.
Of course, it's an intricate period piece, and as you mentioned, Paul threw everything that he had into that film. What are your thoughts when you think back on actually shooting the film?
It was a wonderful experience, truly. I mean, period films are so fun to do and rare, because they do take a lot of time and effort and money, and it was a beautiful part. She was very fragile but very strong at the same time. She had a quiet strength, and I did enjoy working with Paul. He was very passionate about what he was making and lovely to work with. I mean, he's a great captain, and yeah, it was a truly lovely experience. And just to be shooting there was tremendous. To be on a horse with a period dress in the Rockies, I mean, it's mind-blowing. Yeah,
Awesome.
I feel very lucky.
Can I have a hug? But why?
Philip has done zip zilch absolutely nothing with her whole life because she can't face anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, talking about the new film Best Boy, you play
Yeah.
the character of Philip. I was kind of curious as I was watching the movie because you go to some rather dark places with Philip. Do you stay in that dark realm for the entire run of the shoot, or do you have methods to kind of take yourself in and out of there? Of course, I don't want you to reveal all your secrets, but I am kind of curious about it.
I don't have any secrets. If I have secrets, it's because I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know how to explain it. So that would be my darkest secret. But no, I'm not that actor who stays in a depressed place when I'm playing a very angry and sad character. I don't think I could bring that back home with me. I never could, actually. And now that I have a kid, it would not be a healthy thing to do. But no, I think I was coming in and out of this character, and even on set, I mean, the four of us got along instantly. I knew Aaron Abrams from Hannibal, from 3 years working together. I knew Lise Roy, who plays my mother in the film. She had played my very first mother in a movie when I was 11 years old. And so we got to work together again, which
Awesome.
was so amazing. She's lovely. She's become a dear friend. And just the four of us, it's so funny because it was a dysfunctional family, very toxic family, but us four actors got along famously. And so it was a nice atmosphere to be playing this toxic family in a beautiful country house, very dark. But yeah, I went in and out of that anger and that sadness.
Eli's 36 and still lives at home.
Lawrence thinks he runs the business, but really, it's Mom.
He's gonna try to kill us again.
Yeah, during some of these challenges that your character is going through in the film, not to give too much away, was anything very difficult to do, or was it simply just filmed that way to make it appear difficult at times? Because, of course, you guys are going up against each other on various different challenges in the film.
I was apprehending the running on all fours for many hours. I thought my shoulders would never recover from that. I hold a lot of tension in my neck and shoulders, and I thought, uh-oh, tomorrow I'll be out of it. I won't be able to shoot anything. I'll just be a huge neck pain. And I don't know how I did it, but I was trying to focus on my core, and I think I did a good job. And we did stretch before, and so I made it through, and the next day was fine for some reason. And also in the water, being in the water for hours. I mean, I love swimming, but it can be cold. And I think there were leeches, if I remember correctly. Not many, but a couple. Yeah, so it went well. It was a hot day, thank God. But yeah, those were the challenges.
you think we should stop?
But why?
Have you had an opportunity to see the film with an audience as of yet? Because it's definitely a film that will evoke some emotional reaction from an audience, I would imagine.
I'm so glad you asked that question because I just saw it maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago in Quebec. It was the official premiere at a festival we have here for a local cinema. And I had not realized we were making a comedy. Which is always, I love discovering that. Because I always try to inject as much humor as I can in every part that I play because I think life is stronger with it. And I think that in our darkest days, we do, well, I do, but I know a lot of people who do as well, need humor to get through the nitty-gritty stuff. And so when people started laughing, and I really saw more humor than I thought there was. And, you know, they were laughing for the right reasons. They weren't laughing like, oh my God, this sucks. It was more of a, oh my God, you know, a smart audience that gets the meaning and the meaning under the meaning and the dry humor. And I love that humor so much when it's not supposed to be funny, but it actually is very much because we all recognize ourselves in these god-awful situations that these characters are going through. And yeah.
1, 2, 3.
What was your reaction when you first got the script and were approached for the project?
I thought it was a very strong script. That's not where I was going. It was a very strong script. I thought the character was so fun, so cool to play, so dark and witty and lost, and there's so much to do. And the 180 is great, you know, that she needs her family to remind herself that she does have a strength, even though her self-esteem is so destroyed. I think she does realize through the course of the movie that her shitty self-esteem is the strongest one in the family, you know? And so sometimes when you have the courage, it can be seen as an escape to leave and run away, but sometimes it's a defense mechanism that will save your life. And I think that's definitely the case for her. And so, yeah, I thought I was a very strong part. And also, I'm looking for the word in English, which I can never find. And in French, we have a word, it's huis clos, it's an expression for a script that happens in one place with very few characters. Because acting wise, usually you can really focus on the characters more than the action and so
it was closer to a play than a film.
Yeah.
Caroline, I want to thank you very, very much for joining me here on Ultrasonic Film. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, James. Have a great day.